Hey guys, how's it going? It's That Nerd Ryan here, and I just wanted to, before we got in the video, just state something really quick. So, I know that usually these Thursdays are supposed to be me and Angie watching a Marvel movie and everything, but Angie has honestly been really busy with some stuff lately. We're still together, don't worry about that. It's just, she's been really busy with working and stuff like that, to where we can't really do her watching movies with me once a week. So we're going to do that as she gets free time, and we're going to change this also into me watching movies that I haven't seen before. So I do own a lot of movies that I haven't watched that I just picked up. Obviously, you noticed last week with the, whatever this was called back here, Monster X Strikes Back or whatever, and like stuff like that. I also have a friend who I went through all his like burned copies of movies with recently, and I'll be borrowing those too, which actually is what we're going to do today, and just like watching those and reacting and reviewing them, maybe even reviewing movies I've seen before. So let's talk about this movie. So before we get into this, I do want to just kind of bring a little bit of background for me and this movie. So when I was a kid, Christmas Story was my favorite movie of all time. And it's still pretty up there, but like I would watch it even in July and stuff like that. And I remember, I think I was in 3rd or 4th grade, telling another student that, and there's a teaching assistant for one of the students in there that walked by, and she goes, "Oh, you like A Christmas Story? You ever seen the second one?" And I was like, there's a second one? Mind you, this was before 2006 and everything like that. I just was shocked, and she said, "Yeah, it's like a summer version and stuff like that." I'm like, really? Huh. And I went around asking about it, and everybody I asked never heard of it or anything before. And then one day, I was on YouTube, and finally, My Summer Story popped up. This had to be like 5 years ago. And I go, oh my god, that's the movie. And I watched people review it and everything like that. I just could never get my hands on it myself. And then I found out about Christmas Story 2, and I own that and watched that. So really, we have a Christmas Story trilogy. And the second movie, for some reason, is just so hard to find. And I helped my friend clean out his burned DVDs, and I came across the alternate name for My Summer Story. It Runs in the Family. So I was ecstatic. And then we found a second copy, but it turned out the second copy was the Michael Douglas movie from 2004. However, this is the one from 1994, starring Macaulay Culkin's brother, Kieran Culkin. And I'll just read the description really quick. It's, humorist Gene Shepard writes this follow-up to A Christmas Story about an eventful summer in the life of Ralphie, the preteen Ralphie. So, we're going to watch the trailer, discuss what we've seen, and discuss my expectations, and then watch the movie. So let's get to that. Guys, so here we are with the Summer Story trailer, or It Runs in the Family. I'm going to watch this and then talk to you guys about what I think of it. So let's go. Never seen that.
This is my neighborhood. The local store.
Come on, kid, I ain't got all day.
The local bully. Want to play kill? And this is my house.
Alright, good, we get to see the Bumpus
I've
Dogs.
got the world's greatest parents.
Welcome to hell!
The world's goofiest brother. Randy! The world's smartest dog. And the world's most disgusting neighbors.
Oh, are we gonna actually get to see the Bumpus?
This is war!
It's a really cool place.
Goes on the go!
Unbelievable. And you'll meet them all. When I tell you all about
I'll be a good kid.
My Summer Story.
Oh, so this was a straight-to-video thing anyways. Alright. So let's get over to the main screen and talk about that.
Wow. Very interesting trailer. Very 90s feeling and everything like that. Not a lot to go off of, except I guess we're going to get to see the Bumpuses in this. And it looks like it's going to be basically a war between Ralphie's family, or the Parker family, and the Bumpuses, which is going to be pretty funny to see. So, yeah, I expect this movie's going to be very meh, in a sense. Like, I do like A Christmas Story 2, but it's not as good as the first one. And I feel that this one's going to be the same thing, where it feels kind of like that 90s straight-to-video cash grab sort of thing, where, oh, it's a sequel to A Christmas Story, go ahead and watch it, and it's probably going to have barely anything to do with A Christmas Story. We have none of the original actors in this. We got we got Ted Danson's wife as the mother. We got the dad from Beethoven as the father, and we got Macaulay Culkin's little brother as Ralphie. So that's pretty interesting. And there's another actor in there that looks like he's playing whoa! Gotta cut that. Scut Farkus, and I can't put my finger on it, but he looks so familiar. It's like one of those 90s kids that's in a lot of movies. I can't think of his name. But yeah, so I'm excited to watch this, although I don't think it's going to be as good as I'm hyping it up in my head. So let's go ahead and finish the movie, and now I need to answer 2, maybe 3 questions. So the first being is, what are my thoughts on the movie? So it was a lot more enjoyable than I thought it would be. There's actually moments in the movie where I was laughing out loud, which I usually don't do in movies, surprisingly enough. Only certain movies and certain TV shows have me do that, like Curb Your Enthusiasm and stuff like that. Other stuff I just usually or just think to myself, that's pretty funny. However, this movie actually made me laugh really hard. And it did actually stay more true to the source material of the first Christmas Story than A Christmas Story 2. And what was pretty interesting was they had the same teacher as well as the same narrator from Christmas Story, which is great. I think it's also the same director and everything like that. And everybody kind of fit their roles perfectly, even though everybody else was an original cast. Now, I couldn't figure out if the one kid that was the sidekick to the main bully was supposed to be Scut Farkus. Other than that, that was my only question with this. And I like how it focused on these battling tops that reminded me of Beyblade. And it was just really, really funny to think of that and everything like that. So that is my thoughts on it. So the next question is it actually a good movie? Yes, it was a very good movie, actually, compared to what I thought it was going to be. There's still issues in it, how does he know about his mom's whole story about her with the China cups and stuff like that, and everything like that. And then another thing was just kind of the pacing of it was very weird. It did reminisce a lot of the Christmas Story pacing, but it was still kind of just weird pacing. And the movie kind of feels like it abruptly ends. The next part is, does it hold up as a Christmas Story movie? And yes, it does. Like I said, it's more sourced towards Christmas Story than Christmas Story 2 was. So, ranking them all together, it actually, release order is the ranking. The best one's Christmas Story, second best one's this one, third best one is Christmas Story 2. So, if there's any way you guys could find this, make sure you go and try. I think I saw a free, pirated version on YouTube. I'll leave the link in the description below or in the cards if I can find a way to do that. So guys, make sure you check out this movie. It's actually worthwhile. It's in the same spirit of Christmas Story, just not Christmas themed, which is great. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all the social media down below. Next week we're probably going to be doing the 2016 Ghostbusters, so go ahead and watch that with me next week. Hope you guys enjoyed. It's that nerd Ryan telling you we're all movie fans on the inside.